Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. 2025 was certainly a busy year for The Ordinary. They seem to be launching new product after new product after new product. And previously, when they've done this, every single one of their new launches has been a total slam dunk hit. However, last year kind of broke that trend and it was much more of a mixed bag. So I thought as we enter the new year, now would be a great time to look back on the new product launches from The Ordinary that hit shelves in 2025 and work out which are ding 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 holy grails and which are wah 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 total fails. That way we know exactly where to direct our hard-earned coin when it comes to our own skincare routines. Sit back, relax, let's talk a year of The Ordinary product launches. Now, as always, these are my thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and they might differ from yours. And you know what? That's okay, because we are one big, huge family here on Mad About Skin, and I love to hear your own take on the topics that I cover. So reach down into the comments section below and let me know what your take is when it comes to these products. Were some of them complete wins for you? Do you still use them? What other fails? Again, let's get that conversation going, because honestly, I love to hear the thoughts and opinions of the whole Mad About Skin community, and I just love hearing from you each and every day. My favourite time is to sit down with a big mug of tea and respond to the comments that you guys leave. So yeah, drop your comment, share your thoughts, and give me your The Ordinary before and after experiences. As always, this video isn't sponsored and it isn't in paid partnership. The Ordinary could not buy a review from me in 2025 and they certainly can't in 2026. I pride myself on my independence, turning down that coin so I can speak from the heart and never the wallet. So if you appreciate truly independent and unbiased skincare reviews, make sure to subscribe, follow along, and reach down, give the video a big thumbs up and a like. This really does support me as a content creator, and I think more than ever in 2026, we need independent voices in the skincare community. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So The Ordinary was certainly busy when it came to new product development in 2025. I think this was their busiest launch year ever, and this got people talking online. There was a lot of negativity around the amount of launches that The Ordinary have done, and I do understand that. I think there was a real fear when The Ordinary was bought out by Estee Lauder that they would see a decrease in the quality of products and an increase in the total number coming out, almost like flooding and saturating the market in order to get those cash registers ringing. I didn't necessarily agree with that analysis until last year here, and I would say it was definitely more of a mixed bag. Until 2025, every single new product launch from The Ordinary seemed to be a slam dunk and just amazing, amazing quality. Last year, some of the things I thought, I'm not really sure what this was all about. I'm not sure why The Ordinary thought we needed that. Other formulations just missed the mark, but there were some real hidden gems in and amongst them, which is why I thought I'd summarize everything in today's video. Now, I'm going to break this apart into the Holy Grails, the mid-tier okay for some, and the total fails. And I'm going to start with the Holy Grails because I think, you know what, we all need those positive vibes and we can definitely start things off in a positive way to get this video flowing. So I think the best of their 2025 product launches was this. This is The Ordinary Sulfur 10% Powder to Cream Concentrate. Nothing like it on the market, so ticks the box being completely innovative and unique. Dealt with a problem that previously existed, that sulfur, whilst it's a great ingredient, stinks. Just really, rotten eggs is not something you want to be putting on your skin. So they used a colloidal form of sulfur to get around that, doesn't have that offensive rotten egg scent. So addressing a need and an issue that people had, that's a big tick, and it works. You can use this in a multitude of ways. I use it as almost like a little spot treatment, so where I get a blemish coming. I had one here recently, dab a little of this on, takes it down, removes the redness, reduces the heal time. You could use it on areas where you have rosacea, so if you have particularly redness prone cheeks, you can put a little of this on, it'll calm and soothe it down. Sulfur's great for rosacea and redness. Or you can add a little of this to your favorite serum to just mattify things down, calm, soothe, and restore equilibrium. Sulfur is amazing, but previously people were reluctant to use it because it stank. The Ordinary have fixed that problem. It is amazing. It's super inexpensive. I love the fact that it goes on as a powder and turns into a cream. That's really innovative. Nice to see. This, 10 out of 10. No notes. Just works. So yes, this is an example of The Ordinary doing it right, going back to basics, doing what they did well previously. Innovation, addressing issues, and delivering affordable quality skincare. So good. I have left a link to this, as I will all the products, by the way, down in the description box below if you did want to check them out. Another real quick win when it comes to their product launches was this. This is the Ordinary Body Care Niacinamide 5%. So this actually bashes a face and body emulsion. Previous best-selling product from the Ordinary was their Niacinamide 10%. Never cared for it. I don't feel we needed that strength of niacinamide in our lives. It can risk sensitivity and irritation. Works great for some. If it works for you, keep using it. But most people, it was just too much. Most studies into niacinamide say that it works best at a 2 to 5% strength. So it's nice to see that the Ordinary have kind of listened and come out with a more strength appropriate product. 5% is going to work universally. It's in a huge bottle. So I think this is 100 ml. So you're getting 3 times the amount of product as in versus the 10% serum, which is 30 ml, and it's a nicer texture. It's that emulsion, so it doesn't foam up in that really awkward way that the 10% does. It feels nicer. This is almost like just an elevated version of that previous bestseller. There are going to be some restrictions around niacinamide coming in terms of regulations in the coming years. So I think this is almost future-proofing against that to bring the strength down. And if you want to know more about that what the people are terming the niacinamide ban, I covered it in a video, which I'll leave a link to up there. Feel free to check that out. This I love. On the body, great. On the face, amazing. If you like niacinamide, but you like it in a lower dose and a nicer application, 10 out of 10. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, we've got 2 other total wins. Holy Grail total win new launches this year, and it's these 2. So this is the Ordinary Volufiline 92%. This is great if you know how to use it, and I think that's the key. Beautiful ingredient, which is going to help restore fat loss in the skin. It's not like the same as having, filler. Absolutely not, but it will at the margins definitely help. It plumps out, it hydrates, it definitely brings back volume to the skin, delivers all of that instantly, but it's also got some long-term benefits too. Volufiline, been around for years. It's nice that the Ordinary are doing it in a super affordable and accessible way. This, if you want plumper skin instantly, this is what you need to use. But how you use it is going to determine the results you get. I covered how to do it in a completely separate video. So again, I'm going to leave a link to that up there. There are going to be quite a few links to other videos. So if you do want to go down the Ordinary rabbit hole, be my guest. But I think using this correctly is the key to its success. And I've experimented with a multitude of different ways to get it to work, and in that video I share the best way of doing it, so definitely check that out. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Formulation, amazing. Price point, phenomenal, but I don't like, they've kind of put it in like a dropper. Anyone in the UK that uses Albus oil for that, I've got a cold at the moment, so when you put the Albus oil on a tissue to kind of help, it's got that Albus oil dropper. That's what I keep thinking of. Am I the only one that thinks that? Maybe I'm just weird, but I was using some Albus oil last night because I'm like blocked nose central, and I thought, oh yeah, this is a bit Volufiline kind of adjacent. I don't like that, don't like the drop. I would rather if it was just in a pipette, but here we are. So I'm not going to point off for that, but it's a great formulation. And then last but by no means least, for the Holy Grails, this is the Ordinary multi-antioxidant radiance serum. Do you need this? No. If you're happy with your glow game, if you're happy with your antioxidant game, keep doing what's working for you. But in 2026, if you want to increase the luminosity of the skin, you want to get a little extra antioxidant action alongside that, this is a great 2-in-1. They use antioxidants carefully selected in order to boost radiance and luminosity. It's a 2-in-1. It is a powerhouse, super gentle, but genuinely delivers. So I'd say if you've got sensitive skin, but you want extra glow and you don't want to go in with exfoliators and harsh actives, this could be a really nice option to go for. I love it. I think I've sung its praises quite a few times. I did a video, when it first launched a year ago. Again, I'm going to dig that out and I'll link it up there if you want to know a little bit more about it. But it's got a blend of different antioxidants chosen for their ability to brighten the skin. This is great. I would say if you're already happy with your glow game and your glow routine, you don't need this. If you're looking for something to add to it to just increase luminosity, that's a really inexpensive way of doing it. So I'd say so far, so good. If the Ordinary are watching this, if they are, hello, they're probably very pleased up until this point, singing the praises of these amazing new launches. But this is where the video takes a turn. I would say that 2025 is the first year that I can recall where the Ordinary have had more misses than they've had hits in terms of their new launches, which is why I think there's a lot of negativity around the brand online at the moment. And these are the products that just missed the mark. Let's first talk about the PHA 5% lip exfoliating serum. Now, this I wouldn't say is a total fail. This is like a product. It's definitely polarized opinion online. Some people absolutely love it and say it's phenomenal. Others absolutely hate it, say it's stripped and dried their lips and they'd never use it again. It definitely seems to be a little bit Marmite. People can't decide whether they love it or hate it. I'm actually in the middle on this one because whilst I think it's a good formulation, definitely formulated with the delicate skin of the lips in mind, I think it's still going to be situational as to whether you need this and whether it's going to work for you. Not everybody needs to exfoliate their lips. I, for one, I don't need that amount of lip exfoliation. My lips aren't dry, they're not chapped, they're pretty stable. My lips behave, and that's all good. And I know that's not the case for everyone. If you have chapped lips, you have a lot of dead skin cells that need to be slothed off, and you need an exfoliator, I would say this is a good option. It's more gentle than the other harsh ones on the market, very lip applicable. However, not everybody needs it, and I think the way that The Ordinary approached this on launch, this was clearly one of their blockbuster launches. They put a whole lot, millions of dollars into promoting it, lots of ads, you saw it everywhere. They almost wanted people to believe they needed this. You don't. It's situational. If you have very dry lips, you have very chapped lips, this could help. For everyone else, you don't need a lip exfoliator. So I'd say use it if it's applicable to you, but don't fall for the marketing, which kind of wanted everyone to believe they had to have this. You don't. They also relaunched their serum foundations this year. Again, I'm going to put this in the tier. Some people like them, and I know some people were so thrilled to see the serum foundations back. But they've actually had a bit of a reformulation and people saying it's not quite as good as the original serum light foundations from 2 years ago. So the people that loved it and were really excited for it to come back have been left a bit like, maybe it's still fine, but it's not as good. And there are a whole host of people that just said it's awful and I don't like this. I don't like the product. I think the colours, the criticism I see a lot online is that the colours oxidize, so they always end up a little orangier than maybe they looked in the bottle or when you first applied it. I've tried these out originally. I haven't tried the new reformulated, retweaked ones. I tried the original ones and that was my experience. It wasn't great. And I think it's just like, why are The Ordinary trying to spread themselves thinly and doing makeup instead of just focusing down on skincare, which is really their core like bread and butter. Found that very confusing. Some people might be happy to see it back, but a lot were disappointed that it's not back in the exact same formulation as they had before. So yeah, again, this one's polarized. And then we have two total fails. Save your money, don't go anywhere near them. First up, their UV45 fluid. This is their sunscreen. After the disaster that was their original sunscreens, they pulled them from market, they went back to the drawing board, spent 2 years reformulating to come back with this garbage. And it is garbage. It's greasy, it's shiny, it's really expensive for what you're getting, and in comparison to The Ordinary product pricing in general, if you get 60ml and it's like £16, way overpriced for what you're getting, and it uses old style filters. I know why they do that. It's for the US market because of the outdated regulations from the FDA. I get that. But for anyone watching this from outside the US, we don't need this in our lives. We have so many better options on the market. We don't need this. I think if I was The Ordinary, I would only sell this product in the US because anyone outside the US that can walk into any drugstore and pick up a product that is better and cheaper than this won't go anywhere near it. So if you're watching this from the US, this actually is probably one of the okay US approved formulas. Anyone outside the US will know that there are just better sunscreens and this isn't it. I feel like we've just waited 2 years for nothing. Yeah, people were excited for the new sunscreen to hit from The Ordinary, and then this turned up and everyone was like, oh, this ain't great. Again, covered it in a video. If you want to see it in action, you want to see it on my skin, you want to see how the finish looks, I'll dig that out, share it there. It's just a firm no. And the more that I've tried it, dabbled with it, the less I've liked it. And then finally, their latest launch is that, and I've got the name of this, let me just get there. This is The Ordinary Lash Curl Finisher. No. Nobody needs this. Nobody wants this. I don't know what it was. They launched it on like New Year's Day, I think. I haven't bought it. I'm not going to buy it. Nobody needs this. This is it's designed to just help with the hold of your lash, your mascara, your curl. Why are The Ordinary doing this? Nobody needed it. These products exist. They already exist. Nobody needs this. Nobody wanted it. Nobody asked for it. These products exist. This isn't particularly affordable compared to some of the competitors on the market. It's not actually well formulated. I thought maybe they'd do it with some beneficial lash enhancing skincare ingredients, in which case I'm like, okay, I'm on board. No. This is just like, it's just like a clear mascara to hold the curl. That exists, and again, I don't know why The Ordinary investing their money in this nonsense when they could stay in their lane and deliver quality. Like, come out with a new lower strength of your retinol, which is amazing. We all want a lower strength option for people with sensitive skin. Maybe come out with a retinol for the neck, you know, something that's going to be sensitive skin friendly that we can use. Look at formulating with some of the hottest ingredients like carnosine, which helps with preventing aging and things. There are lots of things they could be doing. A lash curl holder? No. Ain't nobody got time for that. We don't want it. Look, if it works for you, use it. But I just don't think this wasn't a gap in the market anybody wanted filling, let's be honest. What do you think? Am I being really cruel? Am I being really horrible? Okay, pause the video at this point and let me know your honest thoughts of this lash curl thing. Have you used it? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's completely useless and you're not going to buy it? Share your thoughts. Am I just being really harsh? But I just saw this and was like, oh, yay, that's exactly what we need. Brands should stay in their lane. If you do skincare and do it well. If you do makeup and do it well. Don't do this like, I'm just going to dip my toe in and produce something that's already existed. That's my hot take. Maybe I'm being a bit sassy. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, there we have it. A rundown of the new product launches from The Ordinary in 2025. Whilst there are people out there that would say The Ordinary have lost their touch, it's all about the cash grab now because they're just launching new product after new product, I would actually say, do you know what? I think that's a bit unfair. For whilst they did have 4 fail or flop launches, in my opinion, they also had 4 really good launches. So we're kind of at a 50-50 ratio. I think that's okay. And I'm willing to overlook the flops for the fact that the 4 really good products were really, really good. And that's the way I see it. The Ordinary, I still think, are bringing accessible and affordable skincare to the masses, so they will always be in my routine and always on my radar. But my advice to them would be in 2026, think hard before you click that launch button. Do we need a lash serum? No, we don't. Do we need some of these like niche products? No. Stick to what you do best, which is quality, skincare, accessible, affordable, and easy to understand. That's my tip. Anyway, for what it's worth. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and wherever you are in the world, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.